There has been an interruption to our program, the CBS Wednesday Night Movies. As soon as technical difficulties are cleared, we will return to the Shadow Riders.
Some people just can't wait to get their hands on our Big Mac. That's why we get them to you just as fast as we can.
Meep, meep. Can I help you, sir? Meep, meep. Okay, 1 Big Mac, 1 large fry, 1 chocolate shake. Meep, meep. To go, right?
They just can't wait for that 100% all-American beef Big Mac.
Right, to go.
People can't wait for a Big Mac at McDonald's, partly because we won't let them.
Fast service, McDonald's and you.
Meep, meep.
What turns a mild-mannered college professor into a fancy-dressing, death-defying, flashy dancing, jacuzzi dipping,
Don't forget power walking, systems analysis, rock climbing.
dynamic defender of decency? Find out when you see Dan Aykroyd as
Dr. Detroit? Dr. Detroit. Dr. Detroit!
Dr. Detroit.
This is the best time I've ever had in my entire life!
Rated R. Make an appointment to see The Doctor, Friday at a theater near you.
You are looking at live music as seen through a computer. The computer can freeze an instant of the music and mark it. Now, a Memorex High Bias 2 recording of the same music. Compare Memorex to live. You will not hear truer reproduction on any high bias cassette. Not the first play, not the 1000th, not ever, or we'll replace it. Free. Is it live, or is it Memorex?
You're gorgeous. You're marvelous. You could be killing your hair with the wrong shampoo. Today's hairstyles need life and body, so you need Flex shampoo from Revlon. Flex doesn't strip hair. It shampoos vitality in, never shampoos life out, and leaves it with lots of body. So tease, perm, curl. Every hairstyle stays alive with Flex shampoo by Revlon. Use it with Flex Net, the clean hold hairspray.
Sunday, right after 60 Minutes, Clint Eastwood is the last of the cowboys. Sandra Locke is a poor little rich girl who needs taming. It's the network premiere of Bronco Billy. Then, at a special time, have the Jeffersons found their long-lost son?
Why should he look like you?
That's the least you could do.
All Sunday.
This is CBS.
The U.S. House has passed the nuclear freeze resolution that is seen as a rebuke to President Reagan's arms policies. The freeze resolution passed 278 to 149 in the House. We'll have a late report on that on Eyewitness News at 10, along with a report on how the Minnesota State House of Representatives late this afternoon approved a workers' compensation bill that was stripped of a provision establishing a state-run insurance company. Those are just 2 of the stories, plus weather and sports coming up on Eyewitness News at 10 o'clock.
TV's more complicated. Local, network, cable, pay. To watch the best that's on, pick up the best. This week's TV Guide. TV Guide helps you decide.
You are about to see how good a Hardee's Big Roast Beef Sandwich tastes. Hardee's Big Roast Beef Sandwich. Taste one and see for yourself.
KXJB TV, Channel 4 Valley City, with studios in West Fargo.
The Shadow Riders.
Tough Chevy trucks are taking charge with Chevy S10 Blazer 4-wheel drive. So advanced it was named 4x4 of the year. S10 Blazer 4-wheel drive with Instatrack and available V6 power. Beating Bronco 2 in the imports with the highest towing capacity available in its class. Beating Bronco 2 with a 2-wheel drive model they don't offer, a 4-cylinder engine they don't have, and mileage they can't touch. Chevy S10 Blazer. Tough Chevy trucks are taking charge.
Real cheddar cheese and crispy bacon.
With
With a taste combination this good, even a cheese lover like me can't live on cheese alone, and Cheetos knows it. Look, new bacon and cheddar flavored Cheeto snacks.
Now, Cheetos combines the natural goodness of real cheese and the sizzling taste of bacon. Introducing new bacon and cheddar flavored Cheeto snacks.
Bacon and cheddar. What could taste better?
New from Frito-Lay.
Delicious.
JCPenney USA, your buying guide to Mother's Day with these terry robes, nightgowns, and pajamas, all 20% off. 40 to 50% off all 14-karat gold chains, charms, and earrings. Motion pant in 4 kicky colors at 40% off. And get carried away with vinyl handbags, all 25% off. Plus lots more great gifts. JCPenney USA at JCPenney now.
Salt. If you've been cutting down on salt in your diet, here's news. Now Del Monte offers you the finest quality tomato products with no salt added. Thick, rich tomato sauce, hearty stewed tomatoes, and great tasting catsup. With all the quality Del Monte is famous for. So now you have a choice of Del Monte tomato products. Regular or with no salt added.
We now return to The Shadow Riders, starring Tom Selleck.
Nobody else has it.
But what is it, Mr. Foster?
Aquafresh's triple protection formula. They took the label off to show you. The maximum fluoride protection of the leading paste. All the breath freshener of the leading gel. And gentle cleaners that even remove stained film. Concentrated in one complete toothpaste. Aquafresh has it all.
That's why we all use Aquafresh.
Triple protection Aquafresh. A complete toothpaste.
Know what I love about my man? He wears Aqua Velva. Ice blue refreshing, ice blue cool. Its manly scent has been his rule through the years. 'Cause he wears ice blue Aqua Velva. I'll stay near.
There's something about an ice blue Aqua Velva man.
We're making it over again. You're taking me.
Color and condition that should have been yours can't be.
Make it happen. Nice and easy. It sells the most. It conditions the most.
Hi, how's it going?
Dog, here's your praise. Good dog, here's your praise. Dogs love the taste of praise. Dogs love praise.
Purina introduces Praise Dog Food. Dogs love the soft, chewy chunks made with real meat. And dogs love the delicious, crunchy nuggets. Together they make Praise taste better than any of the leading dry brands.
Good dog, here's your praise. Dogs love the taste of praise. Dogs love praise.
We will return to The Shadow Riders.
On the CBS Saturday night movies, a killer, a madman, is on the loose.
Well, what time is it?
Later than you think.
Only one man stands between him and his next victim. But the police won't believe his incredible story.
Are you a medium or a mystic? Now, if you don't do something, you'll have killed Miss Robbins by 7:30 tonight.
An innocent woman caught between a man who wants her love and a man who wants her life. A network television premiere, time after time, Saturday.
This is CBS.
Recently, John Fix at 22 Birdie Lane purchased some plumbing and electrical supplies to remodel an upstairs bath. He could have saved money on a wider selection at Knox. More importantly, he could have visited the Knox answer booth and gotten help with his plumbing and wiring questions. But John thought he would figure them out for himself. What possessed him, we'll never know.
Spring Builders Day is going on now.
Oh, Mother's Day is just another day. I'm not expecting anything special.
Maybe I can get him to do the dishes.
This Mother's Day at Pamida, all 14-karat gold jewelry is 50% off. Norelco coffee makers just $14 after rebate, and hundreds of famous brand name watches are $29 each.
He cooked, he did the dishes, he got me all this from Pamida. Now maybe I can get him to go out with that nice girl next door.
Shop Pamida because paying less feels great.
KXJB TV, Channel 4, Valley City, with studios in West Fargo.
We now return to The Shadow Rider, starring Tom Selleck.
Certs presents The Encounter. You never know when you're going to wind up face-to-face with someone. With Certs, you're always ready.
Now with the press.
Excuse me, I missed him.
Only Certs has a great taste plus a glistening drop of Retsin and a fresh, clean flavor to get your breath fresh enough to go face-to-face.
Now what? Dinner. I get the picture.
Certs regular and sugar-free for breath that's face-to-face fresh.
Isn't that Florida orange juice?
Orange is smart for drinking orange juice, for that clean and sunny taste. Hey, orange is smart for drinking orange juice, pure refreshment any place. Hey, orange is smart for drinking to your body's content, the taste that only nature could invent.
100% pure from Florida.
Hey, Skipper, orange is smart.
We are USA 1, and proving it in Chevy Cavalier. Cavalier's high-compression 2-liter engine with electronic fuel injection gives you more power than the 3 leading imports. And even though Cavalier sedan is shorter outside than Honda Accord sedan, it gives you 6 cubic feet more passenger room inside, plus more room in the trunk. Chevy Cavalier, from America's sales leader. USA 1 is taking charge. Get 9.9% financing on new Cavaliers at participating Chevy dealers. Offer expires May 31st.
Put it on. Aviance Night Musk. Put it on. Aviance Night Musk. Introducing Aviance Night Musk. Put it on and have an Aviance night.
And now, the conclusion of The Shadow Rider, starring Tom Selleck.
Thursday, a dream turns into a nightmare of murder when Magnum faces a killer from the past. And on Simon & Simon, the mysterious deaths of 5 beautiful women have Rick and AJ out to save another from a brutal killer. Then an all-new Tucker's Witch, an heiress to a shipping tycoon's fortune, makes Rick and Amanda targets for an unknown assassin. It all happens Thursday.
Now I'm gonna kill you.
On the shocking season climax of Dallas, South Fork is engulfed in a raging inferno, trapping Sue Ellen, her baby, Ray, and JR in the flames. Friday.
Sunday, Clint Eastwood is the last of the cowboys. Sandra Locke is a poor little rich girl who needs taming. The network premiere of Bronco Billy, Sunday at 8, 7 Central and Mountain.
I'm Bill Curtis. We'll talk with Playboy Chairman Hugh Hefner, and we'll meet with Mrs. Barney Clark tomorrow on the CBS Morning News.
This is CBS.
The U.S. House tonight passed a nuclear freeze resolution. We'll have that story and lots of others next on Eyewitness News.
Archie hits the ceiling when Mike donates some money to the McGovern campaign rather than giving it to Archie for room and board. Tonight at 10:30 on All in the Family.
Hey, you know what's new? Diet Coke. And you're going to drink it just for the taste of it. Yeah.
Introducing Diet Coke. You're going to drink it just for the taste of it. Living good with Diet Coke. This is the one from Coca-Cola. You're going to taste with just 1 calorie. Just for the taste of it.
Just for the taste of it.
Diet Coke.
The financial world is crowded and clamoring, but it doesn't have to be confused. Now, you can turn to one powerful financial resource, your full-service bank. Today, your bank is in the best position to help you build the strongest possible financial future. Because your local bank can offer you the right financial options, high yields, and the expertise you need. Your full-service bank. In 1983, you can't find a better financial resource.
Sunkist Sweet.
Sweet. I'll say, I'm Rex Purcell and I grow oranges for Sunkist. They've got to be really sweet and really juicy. Turns out only about half my oranges are good enough to earn that special Sunkist stamp. So peel one, dig into it, pop it into your mouth. It squirts so sweet and juicy, you'll want to sing too.
Ain't Sunkist sweet?
You have our word on it.
TV Channel 4 Valley City.
This is the 10 o'clock edition of TV4 Eyewitness News with Steve Poitras, Jim Adelson, and Charlie Johnson.
Good evening, everybody. The U.S. House has rebuked President Reagan's arms policies and passed a nuclear freeze resolution. Republicans say they're satisfied they were able to tie the length of such a freeze to the progress that would be made in arms reduction talks. We have a late report on this evening's House vote from CBS correspondent Jacqueline Adams in Washington.
By a vote of 278 to 149, the House of Representatives finally approved a resolution calling for a mutual and verifiable freeze on the production and deployment of nuclear weapons. Debate on the issue has been long and fervent, covering 7 weeks and 44 hours. A break in the course of the debate came when opponents of the freeze finally succeeded in passing an amendment that calls for the negotiation of nuclear weapons reductions after the negotiation of a nuclear weapons freeze. Both sides then declared victory. Minority Leader Bob Michael.
Make no mistake about it. The pure freeze has lost. Nothing anyone says can change that fact.
But the Speaker of the House, Thomas P. O'Neill, declared that nothing had changed.
The freeze comes first. The priorities have not been halted.
Freeze supporters really don't believe the Senate or President will endorse their language. But they say a major psychological and educational step has been taken in halting the arms race. Jacqueline Adams, CBS News on Capitol Hill.
President Reagan says yesterday's offer by Soviet leader Yuri Andropov to match Western European missiles on a warhead-to-warhead basis is encouraging, and the president says it will get serious consideration. The administration does not like, however, the fact that Andropov wants to count French and British warheads in the bargain.
It is widely known that that is something that has been totally and completely, and I think appropriately, refused by the British and French. And therefore, in one sense, it could be said simply to be a means of trying to get European public opinion back on the side of no deployment, but at the same time sending forth a proposal that brings the conference to a halt, because it is widely known that the British and French simply will not accept and should not accept the inclusion of their different kinds of systems, their strategic systems, in these negotiations.
President Reagan says the stance taken by American Roman Catholic bishops in a pastoral letter against the arms race is essentially the same as the administration's. Reagan says both the church and the state are seeking world peace. The State Department, on the other hand, sharply criticized the bishop's call for a halt in the production and deployment of nuclear weapons. Israeli Prime Minister Menachem Begin says he will call his cabinet into special session very soon to decide whether or not to accept a proposed agreement on removal of foreign troops from Lebanon. Israeli officials were working into the night on that proposal, which was hammered out during the shuttle mission of U.S. Secretary of State George Shultz. The plan was carried back to Israel by Shultz and contains what Lebanon calls its final position on the withdrawal of all foreign troops from its borders. U.S. and Israeli officials alike say there are still disagreements in several areas. William Ruckelshaus told a Senate confirmation hearing today that under his administration of the Environmental Protection Agency, there would be no hit lists, no sweetheart deals, no purely political decisions, and no cozying up to the industries accused of polluting. Ruckel's House also told the committee he thinks the EPA, as it stands now, is crippled and in trouble, and he suggested that some of the things done in the past were an abuse. The Minnesota House passed a workers' compensation bill this afternoon. The vote was 85 to 47, but the bill will not have the support of Governor Rudy Perpich. That's because the House voted twice not to include the setup of a state insurance fund to compete with private companies.
The arguments against it hasn't been done since 1933, and it's revolutionary, and it's against free enterprise. But I've rejected those over the years. No one has ever presented a absolutely legitimate reason not to do it.
There isn't any magic in it. It gives no benefits. It doesn't pay higher rates to anybody. In 1979, the arguments in favor of a state fund were more realistic, because we had some abuses in some of the insurance companies across the state that were making excessive profits. In 1979, we made major revisions in the way we regulate the insurance industry of this state.
There could be further attempts to amend the so-called competitive state fund into the measure when it hits the Senate. Fargo city officials have come out in favor of implementing a 32% increase in water rates and delaying a proposed 15% hike in sewer rates. Those increases were the subject of a special meeting today, as Diane Miner reports.
The Red River is Fargo's sole source of water, but city officials think there should be an alternate emergency water supply. They're backing a $4 million pipeline project which would divert water from the Cheyenne River. The resulting water rate increase will be about $20 a year for residential customers and much more for large commercial users like North Dakota State University.
It's just that $40,000, $50,000 that more than we anticipated, and it's going to be something that we'll have to look at very, very closely.
Fargo's sewage plant is facing a costly renovation project, but the utilities director said today the city could pay its share of that and get through this year without the rate increases he